Shalom, Mike. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakha Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to tie this lesson. What side of the sword are you on? Because in the time that we're in, we pretty much in a time of wrath. So either we're on the planet Earth either to be delivered or destroyed, man. And that's why we're being reduced to hope, because it's already laid out. Everybody have have been given their lot. So only thing we can do is hope, and we be on the side of deliverance from the sword instead of being the the target of the sword. So matter of fact, because this word ultimately is the gauge, you know, or who's gonna be delivered and destroyed. So matter of fact, let's let's start out with this in the book of St. Matthew 10, verse 34. It says, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." And that's going into division. When our Lord Yahushua came upon the planet Earth, that his message stirred a lot of things up. I tell you, there was division among the people because of him. You know, so that's what that sword do. It brings forth division. It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." So that's what this word do. It divides and it separates for the unbelievers, and the potential elect, man, the hopeful elect, which we know the cause in the country that we got to endure to the end, you know, and they got to play out when all hell break loose. Somebody gonna be left standing when the smoke clear, dust settle, and that's concerning the elect, which those are the ones that's not appointed to wrath. Those are the ones that's not ordained to die in this lifetime. That's gonna be a very small remnant. But 2/3 of our people, are numbered to the sword, man. Let's get this in the book of what that is. Bear with me. Isaiah 65. Let's get that. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. It says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword." See? That's talking about 2/3 of our people. The Lord have already appointed 2/3 to death. And there's a plethora of ways that the Lord have. Matter of fact, before I go back, let's get this in Jeremiah the 15th chapter. The Lord have already lined up the ways they're gonna die. And that's why we fear, man. That's why we are prisoners of hope. It's not like you can sidestep the judgments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The only thing you do is hope and pray that you escape the wrath of the Lord, man. Because we are in a time of wrath. And the only way to escape is to be in that spiritual ark. Just like in the time of Noah. It wasn't no way you were going to get away from that judgment unless you was in the ark. That's why the scriptures outline that the waters exceeded the mountains. And also, when the Lord gave Noah the blueprints, it was set up for just him and his household. They were appointed to live. When you go into the blueprints of the ark, they was the only ones that was going to be appointed to live. And everybody else outside of that was going to die, man. You know? So he witnessing that same thing, especially if you're here in the land of America. You know, Babylon the Great. It's only two choices. You know, either we're going to here for deliverance or to be destroyed, because this whole landmass will be destroyed, man. You know? So the Jeremiah 15:1, it said, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And that actually happened. You know, we actually was cast out of our land. But also in the spirit, the Lord have blocked that this information for 2/3 of our people. They can't see it. They can't see this truth, man. You know, they can't grasp the magnitude of it. Even though, you know, it's 2/3 they got fringes on. They can't grasp what this truth is about, man. You know? It says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? And thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for famine to famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. See, so that's their destination. Ultimately, it's death. Now I said, whither shall we go forth? And their destination is death. That's the end of the road for them. And we just read a plethora of the ways the Lord is going to do it. And death, that's a broad statement. And that lets you know it's going to play out in its perfection in this lifetime, because there's 1,000 ways to die. You know, they're saying it's 1,000 ways to die, from a car wreck to a stray bullet to that needle, man. You know? It says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord. See? The sword, the slay, the dogs, the terror, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. See? So the Lord have appointed them to death. And it's a plethora of ways, from the sword to the beasts of the field, to the famine, to the concentration camps. Matter of fact, let's go back to Isaiah 65. Because the scripture said the Lord have numbered them to the sword, numbered them to death. They were appointed to die, 2/3 of our people. You know? That's the side of the sword they on. Let's see, it said death, it's like Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, see? And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, see? Because that's what's going to take place in those concentration camps. The guillotines, they're going to literally bow down to the slaughter, man. You know, it said, because when I called, ye did not answer. See, there's the reason why niggas going to die. When the Lord brought forth this message and they rejected it. You know? And it's not just all the way down and you just saying, con, agreeing. You got to actually live it, man. You know? He said, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before my eyes, and did not choose that wherein I delighted not. See? It's like, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. See? So the path that 2/3 of our people is on actually lead to destruction. So that's why their destination, their lot, is to die. You know? But on the other hand, the Lord have appointed and ordained, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel to live. Matter of fact, let's get this, because we just read Isaiah 65. The reason why they're going to die, because they did not hear. They didn't grasp the message. But let's see the results of hearing this counsel and understanding. St. Matthew 16:28, it says, verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of man. It's like till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom, see? So in that hearing, which it wasn't just no nigga that just was, the elect was in the midst of that council. Lord said, there are some standing here which shall not taste of death, man. Till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. So it's gonna be this particular spirits on the planet Earth right now that's preserved and destined to see the day of salvation, man. You know? Because this word is the seed and it grows in its perfection. So the nigga heard it and it was that savor unto death. It's going to actually grow and manifest and he died. But this is a sweet savor of life unto us. And it's going to fully manifest and grow in its perfection to us actually living, during the times of Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose, being preserved. To actually to the climax of life and existence itself, Yahweh shall bring forth eternal life, which is starting now. So, matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Thessalonians chapter 5, verse. Let's start off 1 Thessalonians 5. I started at 5. It says, ye are the children of light. See? And they ain't just talking about the whole world. They ain't talking about the ones that believe in Jesus. This is talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, the children of the light, and the children of the day. Because we are enlightened by the way of his word. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. See? So we had to stay in this truth. Don't have nothing to waver. Throw you off your square, so to speak. And you can't get relaxed. Because now you got to be on the edge of your seat, man. Things are popping off. It says, for they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. See? It says, but let us who are of the day be sober. See? Which is concerning being in this truth and not having anything else to, waver you. Put it on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. See? We got a hope for salvation. We can't save ourselves. Are you trying to create a soft landing? It's not gonna work. Even you get all the guns, all the choppers you can get, all the bread and beans you can get, it's not gonna work. We got a hope to salvation. Why? It says, for the Most High have not appointed us to wrath. See, because He's the judge of that, and we hope that we part of that us. That's not appointed to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. See, so the Lord have not appointed us to wrath. He have not ordained us. Because this is a commandment. The Lord actually commanded the 2/3 to die. That's why you can read in Zechariah the 13th chapter, and the 8th verse. That's a commandment. 2 parts shall cut off and die. That's talking about in the land, talking about here in America, man. 2/3 are appointed to die, but the third shall be left therein. They're going to be kept. But it said that we're not appointed to wrath, but to attain salvation. That's a commandment, man. Let's get that in the book of Psalms, chapter 31. And Psalm 71, I believe. Let's see. Start at the top on that. Psalm 71, verse 1. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. See, and how do we trust in Yahweh Shai? By trusting in His doctrine. So that's why I said, let me never be put to confusion, because what we trust and hope in, the Lord is not going to confound us, man. Because the thing that, the Lord is showing us, the thing that we're believing in is truth, man. I tell you, we're not going to be ashamed in the evil day, because this doctrine is the bridge. That's the way out. This truth, this word, this is what's going to lead to life. It says, deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. See, it's all in the hands of Yahweh by Shema Shai. It's going to make a way for us to escape. That's why I said, and cause me to escape. It said, incline thine ear unto me and save me. See, be thou my strong habitation. See, because that's what we lean upon. We lean upon Yahweh by Shema Shai. How we do that? The scriptures, man. So we don't read these precepts for nothing. This is what we gotta rily on, man. It's gonna come all the way down to some sort of as a precept. That's what we're gonna have to trust in. But that's that strong habitation, because it ain't like the Lord haven't done it before. You can read the previous works of the Lord. Even the Lord in this lifetime have done things for us, and that is, for you to say, all right, you ain't got no choice but to believe, But it's only going to intensify when all hell break loose. That's when it's going to come down to. A chopper is not going to keep you sane. When you see the mechanical dogs and you hit that motherfucker, you dump the whole clip on it, it's still moving. That's not a chopper. Ain't going to get you out that situation. But a precept will tell you that the Lord's going to lift up a standard. You got to believe that, though. That's why I said, be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. See? Because that's what we continually go to. I'll go back to the scriptures. It said, thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. See? So the Lord have given commandment to save the elect, the house of David. The Lord have ordained us. Lord, one part in righteous number. Have ordained, the hope for elect to be saved. He have commanded to save them, as he commanded to destroy 2/3 of our people. So what side of the sword are you on? So I hope it will edify Akim. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua, Bahasham Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in our true faith and sincerity. DTA, abide by. Soon, very soon,